See? More treasure. You gotta have a vision, baby.
Hi, good morning everyone. So we are here at Treasure Hunt, and a little overview of Treasure Hunt is pretty much a general store that sells merchandise either from Target or from any other different companies, either wholesales where they go and they buy pallets of clothing, merchandise, and everything else. But when we enter the store, you pretty much have a general. So this is what the general store looks like. You have your men's clothing, your women's, and beyond. So everything here is pretty much 60% off, but you have your basic underwear needs, undergarments, shirts for children or adults, which are $2, and just variations of different clothing, belts, pantyhose, and those are your sales. We also have your general kitchenware. As you can tell, they have air fryers, deep fryers, and everything here is 60% off. You have microwaves, humidifiers, and pretty much anything that you can find, you pretty much can get here really inexpensive. And of course, all sales are final. You have your decor. You walk here, so you can tell everything has either 50% off, 60% off, 70% off, and sometimes up to, I believe, 90 if I'm not mistaken. But the whole aspect of this is, since it's called Treasure Hunt, you have to actually really look for the good deals that you are looking for. Hence why everything is kind of in a disarray and not organized. So like an actual treasure hunt, you actually have to look for the things that catch your attention. So say if you are looking for an Instapot, which I know those have been really, really popular these days, you actually find one here. So you have your regular price here, which is $99, but one catch is you need to actually check inside the box to make sure that it's complete. The majority of the time is a lot of people tend to pick everything out of the box that is missing from what they had originally picked up to go ahead and complete an actual Instapot. So it has its goods and its bads, of course, like any other stores that you go to or swap meets. But I mean, you really can't beat some of the things that they have here. I mean, they have a a Weber grill, and that usually goes for $79.99, which is $80, but it's 50% off. So you tend to get a really good deal on majority of the stuff that you need. We're back at the houseware items. So I know all of these copper chefs are usually really good pans, especially since they're non-stick, and they actually reduce the time of cleanup and other things. So here we have an example of it being $100, and of course today it is 50% off. So we get our app, we go and we scan it, and it's checking the item. And so of course it's 50% off, so you only pay $50 today. Now generally it depends on the day you usually come in, but the majority of the time is you'll actually have a better chance of getting a better deal than the 50% off. So you just have to kind of go around and look and see. Pretty much everything is kind of like a disarray, but if you actually really look, you can find really good things. So here we have a foam mattress topper, and obviously it kind of seems like it's been opened, so that's kind of been salvaged. A lot of other things here is they have bedding. So this is full sheets, Stranger Things. And that one allegedly is $30. And we'll scan again. And pay 15 bucks. Now, health and beauty. Usually you'll find really, really good things here. Today it's only 40% off, but they usually have Revlon, or they'll have the Conair Infinite Pro, and a lot of other things that if you search, you have to kind of be really, really vigilant of what it is that you need. Like,
see, like this. Like how
no, don't. So here we have a 1-inch curling iron. Regular price is $35. Very cute, very holographic. Even though it says rainbow titanium. But I mean, there's a lot of really good things that you can actually find here that are just really good, especially a lot of lotions from like Avena, which tends to be pretty pricey, especially for the babies. But as you can tell, there's just so much that you have to really, really, really look and take and be patient. So that's the one thing I can say about Treasure Hunt, is that you really, really, really need to be patient. Another part that I actually really like to look at is the food aisle. The food aisle today is 70% off. Now, even though it has different items,
29 cents. This is 29 cents.
so my favorite Tajava is 29 cents, and this one usually is $1, and it's not bad for a good 16 ounce, which is usually, I think, even though it says 97 cents, I know it usually goes for $1 something. But I mean, if you're on a budget and you're trying to actually find something good and healthy, you have Bob's Red Mill. Bob's Red Mill is $11.80, but let me get my handy scanner.
Okay, so how was I got it? It's going.
So 70% off, and it's $3.54. And you can't beat that for almond flour. That's really good for making French macarons. So,
16 ounces.
I mean, you have a assorted amount of kind breakfast, organic sprouted grain pancake waffle mix, and of course you have just your general either coconut. This is flake coconut. Can you add this to the basket, please? Because I'm gonna need that.
Okay.
And so we have a lot of just really good things that if you take the time to find, you will actually come up really good, and it's nice and convenient. So it's what's not to like about that.
But there is also some people who.
So we're still here at Treasure Hunt. So another really good thing that I enjoy to look at a lot is the baby aisle. So I have an 8-month-old daughter, and when I first came here, I wish I would have known when I was pregnant, because there's so many good essentials here and for really inexpensive and good quality. So what I'm going to show you guys is pretty much what you can find here at Treasure Hunt. And I know there's only 2 locations in California. One is in Fontana, and the other one is close to where we live, is in Indio, California, which of course is the city of festivals. So I am going to go ahead and flip this around, and I will show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. So if you are looking for strollers, you have pretty much an ensemble of variations of different strollers. Obviously this one is actually missing the wheels, but you can actually find really good strollers. And this one here is a 2-passenger one from Chico, which usually ranges for about, I think, $300. This one says $280, And I'm not exactly sure how much this one is on percentage. As you can tell, this one is 60 here. Other aisles are 30% off. So you just kind of have to, like I said, look and figure it out. But we have our trusty little scanner today. So, checking the price. So it's 60% off of $280, you pay $112, which honestly, I think that it happens to be a steal. It is completely closed, a little dented, but I mean, what boxes usually aren't? And I mean, I happen to think that's a really good deal. Now, another thing that we find are, here's an ebb and flow. Though it's just a stroller, I know sometimes they have a 2-in-1, which is a car seat and a stroller, but you have your playpens and see, here's another baby trend jogger. This one has been open, so if you really are interested, you just have to look through all the boxes and just make sure that everything is complete. So we have more baby stuff here. Now, what I did find was that cribs are $75 today, but they have a limited storage or assortment of cribs. Now, this one obviously, one in the front and one in the back, are already assembled. And it actually looks in pretty good conditions. There is a little bit of scraps on it, but no major dents or major chipping that I can tell. This one here is a 6-in-1 convertible bed. As you can tell, this one's already open, but they do have more that are closed and sealed, which are $75. I mean, you can't beat that. That is incredibly insane. And as you can tell, there's a sterilizer. So they have so many good items for babies. And also another thing that I wish I would have known, breast pumps. My go-to is a Spectra. Now, I know a lot of people don't really know much about breast pumps, and they usually depend on their insurance to find or give them a free breast pump. But if you don't have the option, this is actually another good place to come and get a breast pump. Now, I believe these are 60% off today. So this is $159. Let's see if our trusty little scanner works today. $48. You cannot beat that. I mean, from $160, you cannot beat a $48 breast pump. Yes, I know we're speaking about breast pumps, and I just want to kind of give everybody a good variation of what they have available here. Now, another one is a Medela Freestyle. Medela is also a really good brand. I know it's very reliable, just as Spectra is. This one does seem to have been open. So, like I said, people tend to kind of get the majority of the stuff that are in the breast pumps to kind of fit what they might already have at home. So, here's another one here, which is the Philips Event. You just have to get really lucky and try to find a really good deal. And so they do have bedding. And like I said, the majority of the stuff is usually Target based, but you will have really good finds that are usually not from Target. So continuing on the baby items, another really good thing and deal is here is that you have a lot of baby clothes. Usually a lot of the baby clothes are, like I said, they're usually Target based items, or you usually get really lucky and get the Carter's brand or the Just For You that is also by Carter's. And let me show you exactly what I mean. Clothing here is pretty much ranges from $7 to $12, but I believe that's just the $12 is like the more expensive stuff, which would be like the kids clothing, the older kids clothing. But here we have a variety of clothes, And we all know babies tend to need a lot of clothing, especially when they're born. And you have a variety of onesies, very cute onesies, and also, let's see if you can find pajamas. So this is another one that is by Cloud Island, and this one's 6 to 9 months, and it's a zippy, a zip up with a zipper, closed, and it also has the covered hands to prevent babies from scratching. And there is a variety of pajamas, and they're super duper cute. Another one 6 to 9 months. This one is 0 to 3 months. Onesie with footies. This one is the Just For You 3 months by Carter's. And all of these here are $7, which would probably retail a lot more in the store. This one here does say $7.99, which, if you think about it, this one has the tag G, which goes for $7. So this one wouldn't really necessarily be a good buy or a good find. But whatever it is that you're looking for, they have it. And I do know that the majority of the clothing do vary by location, but I mean, you really can't beat that.